What it do, what it is, it's your girl Taylor.
Hey strangers, it's Lex.
And we are back.
Episode 33.
Yes, did y'all miss us?
I know y'all did, okay.
I miss y'all.
You know,
yes.
And we got some new stuff going on in the studio. We left y'all for 2 weeks, so we kind of wanted to make sure we came with something
We
different.
had to come back with a little one, too. Nothing crazy,
and we got some good topics for y'all, as always. So, but bitch, what you been up to?
What has been up? We both had family reunions.
Girls' family reunion season.
I feel like it was just family reunion weekend. I personally know at least 7 people who was at a family reunion last weekend.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I'm I never heard of that before.
And you know what? My family always does family reunions. And usually when I go to the reunion, a lot of people are like, oh, wow, your family still does that? So to see how many people were doing it this year, I think people are putting in a concentrated effort to really okay, let's get these traditions going. And I'm here for it.
Yeah,
it was,
same.
Did you have fun?
I did. I always love seeing my family. And I saw both sides of my family. So both of my parents are from Ohio. So it's a tradition. We stop in Dayton and we see my dad's side. And then we just keep traveling to my mom's side, which is 4 hours away. So
okay.
Yeah, it was super dope. I had a good time. What about you?
Mine was good too. I traveled to Detroit. We typically do it in a different state. We're every 2 years now. So every other year. Yeah. So every other year we do it in a different state because our family's really spread apart. So this year it was in Detroit, which was cool. Weed is legal. I don't know if y'all saw that on camera, but my mouth a little wet, Y'all know how that go. But yeah, and the prices, bitch, were amazing. I went to the dispensary and bought online. I went ahead and bought 4 pre-rolls, and then I bought a bag of edibles, and that was buy one get one free. And then when I got there, they were like, "Oh, first customer." Shout out to Lumi. First customer. They were like, "Yeah, you can get a free 3-5 of whichever strain you want." Bitch, I had too much weed by the end of it. I was trying to smoke all of it, and I only spent. I took out cash. My order was $36. I gave them $40, and they kept the rest as a tip. That's crazy for 4 pre-rolls, 2 bags of edibles, and a 3-5. I was at first I was maybe it's trash. That's why I got so much. I'm maybe this pre-roll online is $7 because the weed sucks. But I'm reading the math, the level of THC. I was let me just get a few just in case. Bitch, that shit was smoking,
Okay.
And them edibles, they're like gummies. You saw them. I gave you one. And they say split them in half. That's the recommended dosage. They work like a charm. They made it back through my luggage. Oh, bitch. So we were both in the airport this past weekend.
Oh, yeah. It was a disaster.
What a nightmare. I've never seen Delta like that.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm not a Delta girl. I'm a Southwest girl because your girl, when she travel, I need my hair stuff, my makeup stuff. Oh, shit. So I'm a Southwest girl because, you got 2 free bags. I just coincidentally, I just happened to fly Delta last weekend and that shit happens. I'm you know what? Let me stick to Southwest but honestly, y'all, it was so sad. I'm not gonna lie. By the grace of God, I was not trapped, but we definitely had an extended period of time in the airport, but it wasn't other people, who was there for days and literally had to sleep in the airport and went days without finding a luggage. So I am thankful for that, but it was just sad seeing people sleep on the floor in the airport.
You flew Delta there and back, or just?
No, I flew Southwest there. I flew Delta back. Yeah, so okay. It was just kind of sad seeing. I mean, it was luggages everywhere to the point where you couldn't even get through baggage claim.
Yeah.
And also I got lucky with my luggages because my mom and my sister took Southwest back.
So they took your bags.
So I was able to give them my luggage. My brother, he traveled like a nigga, so he only had a 1 bag, So
Girl.
it worked out for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Lucky you. My shit didn't make it back. I came back on Sunday. They didn't deliver me my luggage until Tuesday. They had to deliver it to my house. And I'm I got paraphernalia in there. I'm shit, I'm going to jail.
About to happen, yeah.
They got my address now. They finna pull up with cops. But nah, they dropped my shit off. But no, my flight was supposed to be at 9 that morning, and I got there super early. This is when being an early ass bitch really works out. I'm sitting there at 6:30 waiting at my gate, and I get the alert that my flight's been canceled. And this is leaving Detroit. So then I had to get on like a layover to Ohio. I'm like, maybe I'll run into Tay at the airport.
You was in Cleveland. I was in Columbus.
Oh, okay. So I had to lay over in Ohio, and then that flight kept getting pushed back. But luckily the fact that we were traveling from and like to Atlanta, it's more lucky because that's where the Delta hub is versus other people. Like other people at my reunion, their shit just got completely canceled, and they just like didn't come. So like, I'm glad we got back. It could have been worse because I saw them people sleeping. And it was tough.
It was real tough.
But Delta did hit me up with $100 credit off the next one. So I said, I'm going to use y'all one more time. But after that, I'm going back to Southwest.
I'm not fucking with y'all. Yeah. I can't do Delta.
But besides that, I got a new lead. For the job search.
Okay.
Yeah, my aunt in this nepotism, she knows these white guys in Tennessee that are hiring for like a position, and it was supposed to be hybrid, but she reached out to the president. He said, not Biden. She reached out to the president of the company. Yeah. And she was like, my niece, she's a hard worker and she's funny as heck. And then she sent me a screenshot and he was like, let's get her hired.
Is this the same company that your cousin is at?
So it's a completely different company.
Gotcha.
And then I sent him my resume, and then he CC'd me and forwarded over to the two other like top guys under him. And he was like, "This is Karen's niece. Let's see what we can do to get her hired." I said, "You know what? Everything I said about nepotism in the past, I don't mean that.
I love nepotism. Why not though? That's how white people be getting on. Like
you just gotta actually want to work in the industry that the person is working in. Yeah. Because at first when my aunt was trying to get us into insurance, I'm like, this is before I knew any better. I'm like, I don't want to do insurance. My degree is in psychology. Yeah. But once I bit the bullet, I said, let me just...
Oh, you was one of... She was trying to do your major. I never tried.
I came out doing my major, and I was sticking to it. And then finally, I guess I had this pride thing. Yeah. Because everybody... Girl... And this is so off topic, y'all. But you remember in Albany, they used to kind of down psychology majors. They'd be like, oh, people do psychology because it's easy. Or they used to try to get on us sometimes. At least I used to hear them saying that.
I ain't never heard it.
I did. It's like, oh, so you're a psychology major? And then they'd be like, when people get out of psychology, most people don't ever stay in their major. I was just determined. I'm like, I'm going to be one of them people.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, the thing, I feel like I realized early, like, to really make money in your field, for education, you got to keep going to school. Like, you're not really going to just get something out of like having a bachelor's when it comes to like your field. You know what I mean? So that's when I realized, and I was like, school ain't for me. So I know for a fact I ain't going back to school. Yeah. So, because I think I immediately started doing insurance like the year we graduated. So I've been in insurance for a little minute now. So
you've been at the same damn company, haven't you?
I was two. This is my second company. So I've been at two companies. So
well, besides us, the world is in shambles right now.
The world is in shambles. What is going on? I feel like wait, was y'all outside last night?
No,
bruh. Did y'all see the sky? Okay.
What happened to the sky?
It was like a hurricane or tornado was coming, bro.
I do remember at one point the wind was so like crazy.
But the look of the sky was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is so off topic, but Lex, I just gotta show you this picture.
Was it like yellow, like when there's a tornado coming?
Bro, it was fire. We thought it was a fire. I was at practice. So we're like, usually my coach, he don't give a fuck if it's hail, sleet, snow. He like, nah, we staying at practice. But he was like, yeah, it's time to fucking go. Because we didn't know what, bitch, look at this shit. The whole sky was like that at one point, though. Oh, wow. Like, it was so red. It is kind of pretty, but being outside in front of it is kind of scary. So that was one thing. I'm like, this is some end of the world type shit.
Did anything get knocked out? My Wi-Fi went out.
No, my internet, usually, I'm not going to lie. Where I live, we get so lucky because I usually don't have any issues with like my power.
I don't either.
Yeah, but it was like branches falling, trees was like falling, like leaves was everywhere. So I was like, yeah, are we in the middle of a tornado? But that was crazy. But that's just like one of the factors of us explaining what the fuck been going on.
Yeah, it's been raining 40 days and 40 nights.
Noah must be coming. Where's the ark?
Look, I actually don't mind because it goes away pretty fast. It does. Like storms for a little bit. And it'd be hot. So yeah, it helps a little bit.
It's just... I hate because I'll be in the middle of the rain driving when it happens. So it's just like unfortunate for me when I'm like not at home enjoying the rain.
And you be doing a lot. I was about to say lately, this past 2 weeks, y'all, I really been like When I come home, I don't leave back out the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be in my bed. So when it be raining and shit, I'll be like, oh, I open my windows a little bit. I get a little good movie on. I do some skincare. I've been really pouring into myself lately.
Girl, I have not. Like, when I say I've been so busy, but like locked in busy, like a good busy, like just work. By the grace of God, like my clientele has been like through the fucking roof, so I can't complain about that. And then between just like kickball, us recording, like I'm just like, something gotta give, like, but it's grind mode, so you know, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it, even though I complain, I still, you know, it's cool.
That's what's up. You know what's not cool?
What?
The fact
Trump not getting shot.
Oh shit.
That's the only thing I regret about the last 3 weeks this nigga missed.
Bitch, Biden done stepped down. There was a assassination attempt, and these motherfuckers is wearing white patches on their ear. He didn't even get. Nothing is wrong with this nigga's ear.
No, nothing at all.
That wasn't even a bullet that grazed it. No. It was some fucking glass from the podium. Like, why are y'all watching?
And this nigga set it up. Like, what is going on?
Girl. And then we got a black woman. She hasn't technically been, she's not technically our nominee yet, but it's looking like it's going to be her.
Like it, yeah.
And I mean, I know the group chat, you know, I saw some chatter on the group chat. I'm choosing to be optimistic. I think it could happen.
I think it could happen.
But so I think it could happen, but also I'm fighting with the fact that, like,
being realistic.
It don't matter that she's the better candidate. Motherfuckers, like,
they want to ruin the world.
Yeah. And not even that. I've had to follow so many people because...
Unfollow or follow?
Unfollow. Like, it's been tough, especially from niggas.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I ain't marching for shit no more. Okay? Because y'all niggas, what? We don't need no black woman. Like, there are, like, what the fuck?
Hating. Just haters.
1,500 niggas in jail. Nigga, like...
What y'all wanted her to do? She got to do her job.
It wasn't 1,500. They fact-checked it. It was 45 people, and not all of them were black.
And okay.
They were all sexual abuse and domestic violence cases. What the fuck?
But what is she supposed to do if that's her job? Like, she's supposed to buy, oh wait, he black, so let me not arrest him. Like, that's literally her job. That was her job. She locked my cousin
up. Why is he putting his hands on his bitch? What the fuck? Lock that nigga the fuck up. Niggas, I know 45 more niggas that need to go. So if anything, she wasn't doing her job good enough. Okay, so
agreed.
I don't know, but it's sad to see like some of the like rhetoric around her. Like you remember how they did Michelle?
Yeah,
and she wasn't even. They about to tear her ass
first lady,
and I feel bad for her. And everything bad that she's inheriting is gonna be her fault. It's just, but it's gonna suck for anybody. But
being in that position,
and and we usually don't talk about current events, but this is crazy.
But this is
monumental shit. So we just wanted to touch on it. If y'all was wondering, you know, maybe we'll talk about it later in another topic.
We are living in one hell of a time. Like I would have never. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. Did you have any intuitions?
Do I have any intuitions? Let me see. No, nothing just sticks for my intuition. What about you?
Intuition for me, and I think that this could probably bring us into our first topic.
Okay.
Intuition for me, I decided to stop responding to, I finally started talking to a guy. Texting, just, you know, I kind of told you about it the other day. Nothing major. We ain't even linked up yet, but I finally was like, all right, we've been flirting. I told him to give him my number. We've been texting. I finally was like, oh, okay, no, it's a no. All right.
What made you say it's a no? What was it?
Well, let's get into our first topic. Okay, so.
PTND. Ooh, yes. I love the glasses.
Thank you. These are my thinking glasses.
Oh.
I should have tested these. I hope there's no glare. And my thinking notepad. Okay, so I want to talk about PTND, also known as post-traumatic nigga disorder. So before we get into it, I want to read you the definition. Okay. Post-traumatic nigga disorder is a disorder in which a person has difficulty recovering after experiencing or witnessing a terrifying relationship. The condition may last months or years with triggers that can bring back memories of the trauma accompanied by intense physical and emotional reactions. Symptoms may include nightmares, unwanted memories, heightened reactions, anxiety, depression, all of that. So really, it can manifest in quite a few different ways. And one of the ways that it manifested to me with this young man that I mentioned in regards to my intuition. So the first trigger was when he told me he had been in like a long relationship. I think it was like 5 years, maybe 6 or 7. And he had only been single for 6 months. I said, okay. All right, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember my tales about Jersey Bay, New Jersey Bay. Same situation. And we know where that led to, right? So I was like, okay, all right. But, maybe. And so as we're talking more and the conversation gets kind of dry, and then he starts to pick it up, and then he like invited himself over to like my place. And that irritated me too, because at first he was like, don't make me have to pull up on you. I'm like, LOL, okay.
No.
I was just like, whatever. Like, niggas just be saying anything. He was like, yeah, so when you gonna let me pull up on you? Nigga, I don't like when niggas do that. And I don't know if I'm just traumatized. I'm like, you still live with your ex, huh? Like, y'all are still under lease. Like, that's what he gave me, because that's been my experience with these other niggas. So I was triggered. But I'm like, when niggas kind of like, one of the triggers is when niggas ask to come to your place without you inviting. Like, let me invite you first, or invite me to your place if you want to chill at the house so bad. But I just feel like it's bad manners, because I wouldn't invite myself over to your place. I don't know what you got going on. I would just be like, so let me come over. Like, I would still wait. Like,
especially if we not like that. Like,
we ain't even linked up yet. Like, when you gonna let me pull up on you? I said, all right, this nigga living with his bitch. Like, I don't know. Other things, when a nigga has a baby mama, that's a trigger for me. I've personally had bad experiences.
Experiences, I feel like you only had one like experience. I don't think you really had. Don't be putting that in the atmosphere, false claiming, because you ain't just had no bad baby daddy experience, Lex.
Okay, clocked me. But that first one shaped me.
Okay.
And also, I have dealt with other niggas, even if they weren't exes, who have had baby mamas, and I just wasn't as involved. So it's not like it like really stressed me out. Like, but I did see how they was moving with them, and I was like, can't do it. So I don't know. But you're right. I be acting like I've just been plagued by baby mamas. But whatever. That nigga fucked me up. He fucked me up.
I can see that. That was a really bad situation.
Yeah. Do you have PTND?
You know what? Honestly, not really. I feel like I don't really carry stuff into the next relationship. My only thing is just like my ex cheating on me. So I kind of got like I'm traumatized by that. But
I think you have PTND.
With what?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
We ain't rehearses, but you're super hyper vigilant on when a nigga be gay. Like, that nigga gay. But I feel like you have a right to be. Because I had that situation happen too with my ex.
Yeah, but I wasn't like talking to a nigga at the time or nothing like that.
What about from high school? I was talking about the high school one.
Yeah, but we wasn't. That was like.
You don't think he got gay till later? He probably was gay the whole time.
But there was no tendencies. Like, I'm not traumatized off of that.
Okay.
Like, that
you don't look back and be like, no,
not at all. I'm still shocked about that, honestly.
Like, it was like you had no clue that was.
Even to this day, if you ask any of our friends, we all be still so shocked. Like,
that's shocking to me, because I feel like you're gaydar when we walk into a room, and I'll be like, hey, no, he's cute, and then he walks. You hadn't even seen him walk, and then he walks away, and I'm like, fuck, she right.
And I be right.
That nigga is gay. I was choosing. She like, I'm getting vibes. I'm like, bitch, and then he starts switching away.
Remember
and I'm
when
like,
we went to my homegirl party? I was like, y'all, he is bi. And y'all was like, no, he's not. Ain't no way. And 5 minutes later, y'all was like, ooh, Tay, you right. I'm like, I told y'all.
All of a sudden, niggas like, yeah, my partner. A nigga only say partner when he don't want to say my nigga.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I feel like that's the only, like, I'm not like damn, my last nigga did this, I don't want to do this, you know? So it's just a cheating thing, probably. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's no signs early on where you're like, oh, this, like, I don't know, that would like warn you about cheating? What about old boy? I don't know if this is one guy or just like a recurrent thing, but what about old boy who like would only hit you every time he got home, he would hang up?
Oh, yeah. But that wasn't triggering. That was true. That wasn't a trigger. I checked you and I was right, you know? So it's not like I'm traumatized by this. So I'm like putting that on to you.
Yeah.
No, nigga, you was living with your bitch.
Yeah.
And I asked you about it. And you couldn't deny it. So.
All right. right, so I'm the only triggered bitch on the podcast. But what about PTBD, post traumatic bitch disorder? Do you think you've given anybody PTBD?
Probably.
Yeah, I know I'm the reason a nigga hate Leos.
Yeah, probably.
I know for a fact a nigga don't fuck with Leos just because of me.
I'm not gonna say that for about me. I would just say like probably like how I communicate. Niggas be like, oh fuck no, she probably fucking with another nigga or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was our health lesson today. PTND.
Not health lesson.
Talk to a professional if you think you might be impacted by this disorder. So
yes. Okay, let's get into the next topic. It's a little question I got for you.
Okay.
Could you date a broke man with a good heart? Now listen. Ain't got not one dime.
No.
But this the best man you ever met. Heart so big. Size of a whale. I mean, he rub your feet. He suck your toes. Like, he giving you massages when you come home. He got a hot plate for you when you come home from work. He making the bed.
Now I need you to define fuck with, because he could be on the roster if he's sucking toes.
But you mean like you date a man? Like, you taking him serious?
Like exclusive?
Yes.
We not fucking with nobody else?
Yes. Like, I mean, he giving you all the reassurance you need. He texting you good morning, babe. Like, you know, even though he texting you because he ain't got nothing better to do. But, you know, he on your mind. He making sure you on his mind. Like, he giving you all the play, all the game. Mm-mm. You can't do it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he should have caught me in my...
college days?
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. I love me, bro.
Not making money days.
Oh, my God. And only because it's not even about the money thing, because I don't think, like... I can't think of one guy that I fucked with where I ever just outright was like... Can I have money? And they weren't throwing racks at me. But, you know, the occasional send me money for lunch or we go out and it's on him. You know, I like a drug deal. I ain't gonna lie. I pull up weed on you. Like, take some with you. Like, I'm taking a goodie bag of trees home. Like, I like that. And I like taking pictures with niggas' money. But...
hood rush shit.
Basically. But, no, but it's not just the money factor. It's more so about...
his ambition.
Yeah, because, like...
Why you broke?
Why don't you said not have a dime? What's the reason? You got plasma in your body? Go get that $40. Like it's jobs hiring. Do some Uber Eats. I don't know. Cut some people's lawns. Find something. Stand on the corner. I don't know. And look, and that's not me being rude, because if I was broke, I would also stand on the corner in a different capacity. But like, I feel like
say he got like. He make a little side hustle here and there. Like, say he go to the plasma center and he like give blood. Like,
then we're back to my PTND, because the same ex with the baby mama. Like, okay.
Well, say he babysit kids or he babysit dogs. You know, he ain't balling, but you know, he can like buy you McDonald's.
I don't even eat McDonald's. Oh my God.
Okay, he can buy you like.
I do like McFlurries. Okay.
Grindhouse.
A double?
Impossible. With the fries.
With a little cinnamon shake.
And the shake.
I mean, and he sucked toes.
And he got enough for like a blunt.
That shit probably rolls tight as hell. That's just skinny as fuck.
Point two.
That nigga fucking smoking incense in this bitch.
So you can't do it.
No. Okay. I mean, maybe if like...
What if he was a teacher? No offense to the teachers, but like, what if he was like the lowest level of a teacher and he was making like 20?
I mean, you know, I could, yeah.
Okay.
You got a career, like, you working towards something.
Yeah.
If you don't got money because you get jobs, but you're constantly losing them, or you constantly, like, that says a lot. And then if you're going to be asking me to spot you for things, like, that's another trigger for me too. Like, so I don't know. What a bitch, you?
Me?
You judging me? The fuck?
If you had not a dime, I couldn't do it. But I ain't gonna lie, if I was Oprah...
No, let me paint the motherfucking picture for you, bitch. He got kids. A great relationship with his baby mamas. He ain't on child support because they don't make him, because he has such a great relationship with his baby mother. He likes to fast. He be praying. He go to church. He love his mama. Like, he got a great family. He just broke as hell. What you doing with it?
I'm gonna fuck with him.
Really?
I'ma fuck with you.
Okay.
You fucking with me, I'm gonna make you get some money. We gonna get some money.
Can I change my answer?
No. Cause let me tell you, niggas out here that be having the money, they be like lame as hell. And not like lame like a nerd, like lame like you don't know how to really treat a woman, you know?
I mean, we're talking about polar opposites here. I feel like there's a nigga with more money than this nigga we talking about that don't act lame.
But I mean, if everything else checks off on the box and like, you know, this is a scenario because realistically, I don't know. But yeah, you praying, you fasting, you love God, you get along with your family, I don't know how you take care of your kids. That's something we gotta talk about on the side. But
he loves to give head.
I don't know how I feel about getting head like that no more.
Taylor, that's your favorite thing in the world.
I know.
What?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that How the fuck does that change?
Yeah. But wow. I would say, I mean,
this bitch grew out and
especially if I'm like Oprah, I'ma fuck with you.
Okay, if I'm Oprah, but I'm not Oprah. Like
I'm fuck with you.
I'm talking about like here and now where I'm at. Nah.
Here and now, nah. Let me tell you why. Because like you said, it's not about the money, but also I'm not about to be struggling for both of us. Like I'm not about to be trying to make ends meet for both of us. Like that's emotional distress.
Yeah.
You know, like that would really affect me mentally. But if I like was rich and you was a good ass nigga, you know, you took care of me mentally and emotionally and physically, hell yeah. Like, come stay with me. Come stay with me, babe.
No, I feel it.
Hell
yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about, I feel like I wrote something down. Hold on. So next I want to talk about a couple phrases.
Glasses are killing me.
I thought they were cute.
They are cute.
Okay,
it's giving like Blue's Clues, like the drawings.
Thank you. Okay, didn't say much on that. Okay, so I want to talk about I don't even know where this came from, or my brilliant mind just thought it up. But ride or die culture. Growing up, like when we was in college and like coming out of high school, it was big about ride or dies. Was that Fetty Wap who dropped like a ride or die song? Yeah.
I don't know, but I remember in middle school, Go Dab, you can be my ride or die chick. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
I don't.
Why do you
that
do
is an East Atlanta
the
baby.
things you do? Look it up.
What's his name? Dab?
Go Dab.
Go Dab.
That's a hit right there.
Well, yeah, being a ride or die was like something that we aspired to be. I know I tried to be a little ride or die. What have you ever been? You feel like you was a ride or die?
Yeah, I have, but it wasn't on no like I'm doing this just because society like thinks being a ride or die is cool. I did it because that was my nigga at the time. I was in love with that nigga and I didn't want to be with nobody else and I was holding him down. So it wasn't on no this is cool. Like that shit is not cool. That shit is hard.
Yeah. And when I think so when you're thinking of ride or die, what does ride or die entail?
I feel like it just depends on the situation. Like you could be with a nigga, maybe he like you going through jobs or something, you holding him down financially. It could be a nigga locked up, you holding him down. It's just different scenarios. It's not all about just because a nigga in jail, you holding him down. It's like, you know, maybe he got kids. He trying to take care of his kids, feed his kids. You know, helping out, take care of the kids. You holding him down. That's a ride or die shit.
Okay, so I feel like I rode and
died.
Definitely died. I did get to the die part. And damn, that nigga keep coming up. This nigga traumatized. This is a trauma episode. But definitely ride or died for him as far as like holding him down through like, I held that broke ass nigga down.
Yeah.
That was the nigga that sucked toes. That was the nigga that, like I held that nigga down. But I feel like I've only like rode and died to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because like some people would say ride or die is like if we in a car and I got my gun, you take my gun. I'm not taking nobody's gun. I'm not.
Oh, hell no.
I'm not taking nobody's gun.
Hell no.
We get pulled over. I'm not saying it's mine because you got a record and I'll get out faster. I'm not doing that for nobody.
Fuck no.
You want me to open up a bank account? Can't do it.
Oh yeah, fuck.
I can't do it. You need me to sign off on the loan? Can't do it.
Oh yeah,
I can't co-sign. Like I can't. And I feel like
did no shit like that.
Right. And I feel like sometimes people be like, yeah, that's ride or die. You know who I wanted to be a ride or die for?
That's being stupid.
Yeah. And so I would say sometimes I think that the ride or die thing.
Are you talking about?
No.
Oh.
How you gonna whisper right into the?
Oh.
Again? No. I wish. I had dignity back then and dropped that nigga because his baby mama. Now this nigga done blew up. I wish that I would have just wrote it out. But nah. You remember, I'm just saying the name. You remember Nick from y'all's hall?
The one where you guys went crazy and spazzed out on?
I don't remember. Y'all said I was running through the hallway naked. Lex, I still don't believe y'all.
You didn't even live there. You don't even go here. Literally. Like, he was embarrassed. He was embarrassed.
He saw me?
Yes. You was like running to his room, banging on his door, screaming his name. It was bad. Bitch, you went out sad. I'm not even gonna lie. But we all had those, moments.
I used to black out a little bit in college, man.
Definitely,
oh, yeah.
I blacked out so bad one time. I got in the club for free, and then I got kicked out at the same time.
I remember.
Like, that's how it was. College was a...
They came to the bathroom to get us and said, hey, she needs to go. I'm like, nigga, she in the bathroom. Like, what? If she being sick, where she supposed to be sick at? Why she gotta go? No, but I do remember waking up on the floor and I had on like somebody else's, I think it was Diamond. Shirt. She lived down the hallway. I had on her family reunion t-shirt. I'm like, whose t-shirt is this? Y'all were like, Lex.
It was bad. You went crazy. Bitch. It was a weekday. That's how you know shit real. You drinking
was
like
that when I threw up and y'all was like, you gotta go clean up the throw up?
Yes.
Apparently someone picked me. Y'all said I almost fell and Kali had to pick me up and carry me.
No, that was a different
time. Okay. All right, we talking too much.
You can tell how our college experience went.
But I wanted to be his ride or die so bad. Cause remember he used to sell weed out the dorm and like we would have sex and I would just still be like under the covers. He'd be like, I gotta get up. He had to go make girl. He's selling a little 2 grams or some shit, but I just knew. I said, I'm his trap queen. Like, I want to be his trap queen so bad. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I failed. Basically, I failed at being a ride or die.
Yeah.
And you were a ride or die. You did it successfully. Would you do it again?
It depends on the situation. Like, I'm not overdoing myself to be a ride or die. Like, you know.
I feel like the riding part I get is good. Like we should all strive to ride. It's the or die part. I feel like the or die part is added meaning like if some shit goes down, no matter what, you riding with me.
I'm not dying.
I can't do that at 30. Like I got kids. Enzo and Bugsy need
you do got
me.
my babies. You right.
Like
you right. Okay, well, ride or die. Another term I feel like we use is FMO. FOMO. I'm sorry. FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Is that something you experience like at this age, like missing out on stuff? Because I do feel like years ago, or even maybe like a couple years ago, last year, it will be times, you know, your friends out, you got to do something, you busy and you can't make it. And it's just like, damn, like I wish I was out with my friends.
Yeah.
But for me nowadays, I don't really have that FOMO anymore. So I'm like, damn, am I getting old or is it just like,
I'm in the same spot.
Okay.
But mine went away more recent. I feel like in the last year, it's kind of calmed down. Like it would be to the point where I could have to be in one side of town for one thing. And then I find out last minute my friends are doing something on a different side of town. And even though I'm dead tired and I know that drive is like 60 miles there and back, it's away from my house, I will inconvenience myself to pull up because I don't want to miss out. We're not doing anything different. We just, and I mean, I feel like I still get FOMO, but not enough to make me like
go out of your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I still be like, oh, I wish I could make it, or oh, I do really want to go. But then I'd be like, I've been loving my bed so much lately. I might be depressed coming out of it. But I definitely was depressed, like these, and I didn't even realize when I slipped into it, bitch. But so I've just really been loving my bed, and I just don't really, if I make it, I make it. But honestly, I'll be like,
if I gotta go out of my way too much, it's not happening. Like if I'm too comfortable and I don't feel like putting on clothes, and I just hate that process now. I hate having to find something to wear, having to do freaking makeup, having
every Wednesday. That's
do my hair. Yeah, like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it like that no more.
Yeah,
I'm grateful that like I have friends where we like set certain days aside, and then I can mentally prepare myself. Like, okay, I have time to plan these things rather than last minute. It's like, oh, let's go do this, and it's like, let's not. Like, let's stay in bed. Like,
please, can we not?
So yeah, I'm very content, and I feel like I'm glad like all of my friends, we kind of all on the same page. We just kind of getting older, and like I said earlier, it's kind of just like grind season for everybody and just trying to get our shit together. So ain't no FOMO no more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we should get into our favorite segment.
Wild or wild not?
Wow. Wild not. Yeah. Wild or wild not. I want to be young so bad. I keep doing this. It's like, bitch, what are you doing?
What is, that
they be doing on TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you, I do it to everything. Gospel music. Sorry.
Now we lift our hands in the sanctuary. Okay. Wild or wild not? I ended a relationship of 8 months once because I went for a job interview and a week went by without him asking me how it went. Is that wild or wild not? Let me go first.
Okay.
That ain't wild.
You would say that.
That ain't wild.
You would say
Why
that.
the fuck you ain't asking me about how my interview went?
Yeah.
You must not wanted me to get the job. You must be a hater. It's giving hater. It's giving you wanted a job and you didn't get an interview and now you don't want to ask me how my interview went.
Oh, because you want to fuck with that broke nigga with a good heart. That nigga jealous, bitch.
Nuh-uh, but the broke nigga, he nice. He gonna ask me. He ain't got nothing but time.
I guess. But why he jealous you got an interview then? Because this nigga can't get a job with his broke ass.
He got more time. My broke nigga, he texting me throughout the interview. He like, babe, I'm praying you get the interview. he texting me Bible verse, babe, read this Bible verse.
John 3:16, God so loved the world, he gave his only son.
And trust. So my broke nigga, he got me. He ain't never not asked me about my interview.
Well, not only is that wild, but I think the statement is wild.
Okay.
Because like, I don't know, bitch. Y'all was together for 8 months. That's pretty locked in. You damn near rounded up to a year. And you gonna leave him because maybe he got a lot going on. You be the main one advocating for these niggas and they mental. Niggas be going through shit too. They don't feel like they can talk to us women. Maybe he just so happy. He just didn't remember. Where is the harm in her calling him later, him being like, so how was your day? And her being like, oh, my interview went great. So she purposely was just not gonna bring it up. She was testing him from the jump. So bitch, you didn't leave because of that. You had signs. Because you purposely was like, I'm just gonna wait and see if he say something.
Because let me tell you, if that was one interview, I'm telling you, I probably had 3 more before that. And you probably ain't asking me how that went too. So you ain't the nigga for me because you don't really give a fuck about my success.
I think she's strict. Since you strict 8 months.
Well, bitch, I'm strict.
You are?
Bitch is strict up.
You are.
So
y'all let us know. I don't know. Because we not going to agree on that one. Okay, what we got? Is it me? Okay, let's see.
I think it's you, sis.
Oh, speaking of, agreeing to dis-a-fucking-agree.
Look what the fuck is going on now.
As we just did. Very well. We kept it respectful. We didn't agree with each other. Well, this fucking politics shit is getting ridiculous.
I agree.
With politics, are you okay with the stuff that's being talked about now, whether it's abortion, whether it's immigration, whether it's rent, whether it's just this nigga being racist as fuck? Are you okay with agreeing to disagree when it comes to some of these topics? I don't know. I said that. Bitch, you gonna call it out?
Sorry.
Wild. But are you able to agree to disagree with some of this political shit?
It depends.
Like if a close friend of yours was like, I'm voting for Trump, more money was in the streets with Trump, I fuck with Trump.
You know what? Let me say this. I know I'm trying to figure out how to say it.
Well, you just said you wanted this nigga killed. Why you mincing your words now?
Because I'm like, I don't know. It depends on the level of you voting for Trump. Okay, say I have a close friend. He or she voting for Trump. Okay, I'm looking at you sideways. Cool. You got your opinions. Now, if you really, really vocal about you representing Trump.
That's what I'm going to say. You promoting this nigga?
You promoting that shit. I don't know if we can be friends. But if you just silently, quietly, not really talking about it and, you go to the polls and you vote for that nigga. I mean, don't tell me or, just do what you do. I can probably tolerate it a little more than you just out here trying to argue me to, argue me to death on why you voting for Trump. Or you trying to convince me to vote for Trump, or why you think Trump is the best candidate or could be the best president. That's totally different to me. Fuck Trump, but if you want to vote for him, I'm kind of judging you, but like, don't be promoting that nigga.
But that's not gonna make you not want to be friends with
somebody.
It's
not gonna make me not want to be friends unless you just out here. I'm going on your Instagram and all I see is Trump shit. Yeah,
I think mine is the reasoning. Like, he's pushing police immunity right now after that shit with Sonia Macy just happened. And
this nigga trying to be a dictator.
To push police immunity, and first of all, it's a lot of guys that I know who are pushing for Trump. Like, okay. So to push for Trump, and that's happening, and you know he wants to bring stop and frisk back, and he wants to bring back police immunity, and you know that your demographic specifically, us too, because as you see, we're getting shot by the police too, but especially niggas who get pulled over on the side of the road. This nigga is saying that police can make honest mistakes, but they're going to be immune to the law. I'm going to think you're stupid. And especially since Kamala's the other person, I'm going to think that you only are voting for him because you don't want a black woman to be president. Because voting for somebody that wants police immunity and stop and frisk to come back, when you know how that's going to impact you, like, I'm looking at you crazy. I really think that that's fucking crazy. Like,
no, I agree. 100%.
Outside of whatever people want to say, she locked up all these people. This man is saying he's gonna give police free reign, martial law in this bitch. And do you know what that means? Like, that's not good for you. Way worse for you than me. So like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. Yeah. But there's also like certain social stances, or when they like. I think I cut off a nigga one time because he was just being real ignorant about the Meg thing. And I'm not, I know there's niggas who don't believe it, and niggas are like free Tory, whatever. I don't care at this point. That nigga's in jail, whatever. But when niggas get to being like, fuck that bitch, like getting real passionate about it, that's when I'm like, well, hold on. All she did was get shot. Like, what the fuck? And she lied to the people for him. He in court, he in jail because he violated shit and certain shit, you know? So like, y'all, you really just have all this anger towards this woman because how dare she, like, you know, get press shot. Yeah. Right. And she didn't even press the charges. The Kamala people did. Yeah. You know, that nigga, he probably wanted the 45. But, or like another one for me that I absolutely is a hard stop for me is a nigga that listens to like Andrew Tate. That is do you know who that is? That is a hard stop.
But I ain't gonna lie, I never really just sat there and like watch his videos, so I can't tell you too much, but I know he be going viral. Yeah,
that's one of those like, can't do it. Or I had an argument with a guy, we were talking about Fresh and Fit or whatever, that little podcast, and I was like, I don't think you're cute anymore. Like, that was we're good, like like a distance. So there's certain people that people go out of their way to support where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be like around you.
Yeah, and even going back to like the voting thing, I could probably be friends with you, but I don't know if we could be married. Like, you know, I don't know if I could like date you. But it's easier to be friends with somebody than like be married to you because we live together. I can't help but get away from you, you know? So like I said, I probably wouldn't cut you off as a friend, but if it was a chance of dating, that's done.
That's like our homegirl, well, used to be our homegirl, but in college, you roomed with her. Not the first one, the second one. We and her had already we like stopped being cool, but it wasn't like no specific beef. But when she got on Facebook one time, first off, I'm like, bitch, how old are you to be ranting on Facebook? But she got on Facebook one time and she was like, I don't care. Them little girls was fast with R. Kelly and blah, 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 and blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not his fault. Them little girls was fast. And I was just sitting there like, bitch, like, that was it for me. I went off on her. And then, of course, she unfriended me. Like, I was like, that's fine. Like, we can't be friends. But I had to say something. Because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Shit like that, where they call like little girls fast for getting groomed by grown ass men. Shit like that is just completely is a hard no for me. Yeah. So that's the shit I can't agree to disagree on. I just be like, fuck you. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think I have a lot of patience. I mean, even like going back to the days where it would be times when we will be in group settings, you're an arguer. Like, you know, like you'll argue and disagree with somebody. I've always kind of just accepted somebody however you feel. Yeah. That's how you feel. That's your opinion. I can't judge you. I can remove myself and not be as close to you, but I'm not like, it takes a lot for me to just like stop fucking with you, you know? So.
And that is funny. I'm losing my arguing streak. And maybe it's because I have a platform where I can just save it for, but I don't argue with people anymore. But like you said, when we used to be at group settings and get into, and I feel like people purposely like to get into these debates with me.
No, like you be influencing them. You be like pushing them, bro. They don't just come at you.
Well, sometimes I'll go to like even like the guy get weed from like his new girl or whatever. I'll go over there. I'll go to certain places and they'll be like, tell me what you think about this. And it's obviously something that I'm like, are you trying to have a debate with me right now? Like, tell me how you would feel about, girl getting raped, like, or some shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck you mean how I feel about it? Well, like, can't you see she was wearing, I'm like, you just want to argue? Like, you want to debate right now? Like, this is fun for you. Like, it's not fun for me no more. Because now, bitch, this political season is bringing out the worst in me. I've taken as of last night, I've taken 3 assessments to try to figure out, am I a narcissist? Because I honestly think that everybody else is just dumb as fuck. Like, I see these takes and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are idiots. And I'm just like, I'm smarter than everybody. And I'm like, fuck, am I a narcissist? Because narcissists think that they're just smarter than everybody. They have this God complex. It keeps saying I'm not. But
they keep saying I'm not.
Yeah, like, but still, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like arguing anymore. Everything is pissing me off. Like the election season brings out the worst.
You need to get off social media. That's why your ass be getting mad like that. You be arguing with motherfuckers who purposely try to get to people like you. That's their job on social media. They like, let me fuck with the people who take this shit serious. That's why you be like that.
I used to be arguing in like shade room comments and shit. I haven't done that in years now. Literally years.
I can imagine your Twitter.
Well,
exactly. Same thing.
That's like an open diary.
Nah, bitch. You be letting them get to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Okay, next topic. Is this on me? Oh, yeah, this is on me. Okay, I think this is interesting. So I was watching a YouTube video, right? And it was this couple, and she was basically explaining, like, they were in a space where they were breaking up. And the reason why they were breaking up, I thought it was interesting, is because he is a smoker. Like, he smokes weed, you know?
How long? Was it like a long-term relationship?
Yeah, I want to say maybe like 4 years they were together. Maybe like 3 years they were together. So he smoked before they got together. So it's not like she came into the situation and he just like all of a sudden started smoking, right? So that he kind of explains that to her, you know, like, well, you know, I've been smoking all this time, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I understand that. To albeit, she's like, but however, we're getting older and we're in the space where we're trying to get married and have kids. I want you to be healthy for yourself and for our children. So like, she was making really good points. And she's like, at this point, I just don't know if we could do this because like you're smoking all the time. Like she will wake up, the room would smell like smoke, her clothes. Right. I mean, to us it's normal, you know, but to people who don't smoke, I can feel it, you know, like your clothes smelling like smoke, the room is smelling like smoke. She was like, sometimes he would say, you know, he would quit, but then he would go outside or go like in the bathroom and try to smoke and she would smell it. And she just felt like it was kind of getting too out of hand. So I'm like, my question is, us as smokers, like we are, I want to say habitual smokers in a sense. You know, we probably don't smoke as much as we did back in the day.
Heavy on the bitch.
But how do you feel about that? Like, if you were in that situation and just say like somebody was breaking up with you, like would you break up with somebody over something like that? Is that valid? Is it like, well, nigga, you kind of knew who I was before this, so you kind of got to deal with it. If you really love me, you'll stay. Or is it more of so, okay, I see the health issue.
Well, look, in her stance, like, I feel her. She's completely valid. Even if, like you said, she knew, I guess, she didn't like it anymore. I mean, cool, leave. I am wondering, was there no compromises made? Your clothes are smelling like it? Is he against going outside and smoking?
So I think he would go, like, outside. But it was, like, when they would be, like, in the car sometimes, she'll literally be out the window, like, this shit
okay,
stinks,
now if he can't put it down around you, like when you're like, I get it. Like if he wasn't trying to be more considerate, at least be more discreet with it. Okay, I get it. But like me, I'm the opposite. I don't like fucking with a nigga who doesn't have any vices.
Yeah.
Like as far as smoking, drinking, like all that stuff. And I thought this nigga farted. My bad. But I like, yeah, I'm the opposite. So I mean, I wouldn't break up with anybody. I mean, look. how I am at 30 right now, I've made so many changes from like my 20s. So maybe when I get into my 40s, I'm not going to want to be in a house smelling like smoke or be with somebody who smoke all the time. And then, I'd feel valid to break up with my partner if I was with them like that. Like, especially for drinking. Mm-hmm. Now, drinking is one of those things.
I feel like drinking is worse. Like,
way
if
worse.
You're just drinking at 3:00 in the afternoon. You just taking shots. I don't know why I feel like that's so much worse than me rolling up a blunt at 3 p.m.
It's way worse. You're an alcoholic.
Yeah, but I mean, are we weedheads?
I'm a stoner, and I probably will claim that. But like, being an alcoholic is worse than being a stoner. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So too, like, sure. That's.
I mean, some people might not think that, you know, but I do think being drunk at like 4:00, how I'm gonna drive somewhere? I could drive high. I can't drive if I'm just like tipsy or drunk, you know.
Being drunk at 11:00 in the morning is way less fetch than being high at 11:00 in the morning.
Like, you can't wake and drink.
Like,
I mean, you can.
I know people who have, and they had a problem. They had a real problem. Like, so like, I mean, I get her, but no, I'm not breaking up with nobody because they drink or smoke. I know, you know, if they drink too much, I can see myself stopping, but that would mean that it's hindering some other factor in your life. Maybe it's affecting your job. Maybe it's affecting you showing up or being able to get out of bed some days, and you're just making terrible life choices. If that's how it was with his smoking, maybe he really was one of the motherfuckers who just couldn't. I don't know.
Couldn't stop. And that's the thing. So it's like, okay, like, so do you stop for this person? You know, and it's like, if this is your vice, like, do you really love this person that much?
If I get married and have children, I also want to be in a marriage to where I can, the kids are at school, I'm on the patio. I'm not going to be smoking like I do now.
Yeah.
But a quick little rolled up paper and hit it a few times. Honey, you want to hit, like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how I envision things. But what about you? You breaking up with somebody for smoking?
Probably not breaking up with somebody for smoking, but I would hope nobody breaks up with me because I'm a smoker. But also, I used to be like, I'm gonna be like smoking at 60, but I think I'm kind of getting to the point where I feel like I'm probably gonna outgrow smoking. Like, I could see myself now, just like, it's certain times where I just don't even have an urge to smoke, or just like the smell sometimes like triggers me. Like, I don't even want to smell it sometimes. So I'm like, I could see me in like 10 years probably like, or probably only smoking occasionally, like I drink, you know, like if I'm out at the club or something like that, I can see me. And also I was like, maybe it's just the smoking. Maybe I should start transitioning to like edibles, you know, because I don't think I like smoking anymore. Okay. But I do like the feeling of being high. So I think I might outgrow smoking, not getting high, if that makes sense. Okay. So, yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting because I'm like, you break up with me for smoking. I don't know. Like,
look, baby girl had her boundaries and they wasn't being respected. I feel you, girl.
I feel it.
As for me and my house,
we smoking. We getting high, baby. I feel it. Okay, last topic. What is your worst fear of being in a relationship?
Wasting time. Now. I don't know when that started, but it's like life is a bit, and it's so cliche, biological clock and all that shit, but just life is just flying by, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't want to waste no more fucking time, especially if I'm wasting like my time putting everything into this relationship just for us to like not fuck with each other in the end. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah. I think my biggest fear is like coming into a situation or relationship not like healed, you know, and then like not being able to communicate and this nigga leave me because I don't know how to communicate, or like I'm not emotionally stable, and you know, because that's a thing, and I don't practice those emotions a lot, so I don't know how it would be if I get into a real relationship and like those real emotions come out of me, you know. So I think my biggest fear is like really just being emotional and vulnerable in this situation and not knowing how to handle it, and then like I kind of blow up and niggas is like, oh no, I can't deal with this toxic ass bitch, you know. I haven't been toxic in years because I haven't been emotionally that committed to somebody, so I think I'm scared to like be in that emotional space.
And you're also quick to like walk away or
exactly, like I'll be quick to cut
not
a nigga
talk
off
or something, and when you're in a relationship you can't.
Exactly. So I think that's like my worst fear.
Yeah, man. It's getting scary out here.
It's getting scary out. Ooh.
Yeah. Some scary shit, bitch.
Ghostbusters.
Damn, that was a quick topic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
All right, bitch. Well, I mean, I got a lot of music stuff to talk about, but first let's talk about what we've been watching, what we've been reading, what you got going on.
So I started Love Island.
Really?
Yes. I'm not done. I'm on like episode 3.
Who's your favorite right now?
My favorites.
Do you like PPG?
Which one? You know, I don't know names, bitch.
They call themselves PPG, the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
Serena, Janae, and Leah.
I think I like Janae. Which
little
one is
dark
Janae?
skin, thick one.
Yeah. I like Janae. She funny as fuck.
And then Serena got the braids.
Yeah, I like Serena too, but I like Janae personality. Yeah. Like I'm like she's definitely TV made.
Do you like Leah? I love Leah. Even when everybody hated her,
Leah is.
She's Persian. She's the Persian one. So the light skin with the long hair.
Like she got like.
No, that's Hannah.
Okay.
Leah's like the skinny one. She was with Rob. She got long hair. Bitch. She got big eyes.
Okay, yes. I
love her.
Yeah, she cool too. I'm glad that Black guy left, the tall one, because he was just a no-go. But I do like Mr. Beckham. I'm not gonna lie. I like he funny as hell. Like as far as like look wise, he not my type.
Who is Beckham?
What you mean?
Oh, Cordell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who is Beckham?
Yeah,
you saw who his brother is?
Yes,
but they didn't reveal it until you probably knew
I kind of just already knew.
In real time, you don't find out until like a few episodes in. Yeah. Oh, no, and I was like, oh shit, that's
the first episode he said it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he mentioned it in the very first episode. He said it. He was like, my brother is Odell Beckham. It was real brief. That was it though.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he looked like him though. But yeah, he funny as hell though. I like him. I feel like everybody kind of funny to do with the accent. He funny. I don't know his name.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he funny. But I've also been watching a show on Apple TV.
I love Apple TV. What is it? Is it Presumed Innocent? It's new?
Did you see that?
I haven't got into it yet.
Oh, it's so good. I love shows like that. And it's based off of a true story,
It reminds me of you, because didn't you watch Your Honor or something?
But I didn't finish that though. But I did finish. The end, bitch. Oh my God, I wish you saw it. Because the end is crazy.
Of which one? Your Honor?
No, I didn't finish Your Honor. Presumed Innocent.
Oh, you finished it?
Yes, okay. The ending, bitch. I mean, that shit. It's like a one of those. So it's really good. I'm not gonna like spill the beans, but basically it's about a lawyer whose partner ended up dying. He ended up having an affair with her. And basically, the DA, everybody get to the scene. They find his fingerprints, DNA, and they like, what she was doing at her house? And it had to come out that he was having an affair. And so he ended up being a suspect. So he was about to be an attorney for her. And then he ended up being a suspect because her DNA was, his DNA was there. So yeah, it's really good. It's actually an original movie. And then they kind of like redid it.
Oh, okay.
So I want to go watch the original.
So it's a movie
one.
or it's a show? They redid it as a show?
They redid it as a show.
Okay.
I think the original is a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really good though.
I didn't know that.
My type of, crime.
It is.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I finished Love Island, so that was fun. But I have been watching this show called Evil. People had been telling me to watch it for so long. And I would see it on Netflix, and I'm not really into like... It was like one of those shows where each episode is like a new case. The only time I like shows like that is like SVU or Criminal Minds. Other than that, I like an ongoing storyline like throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I finally watched it. Like the first 2 seasons are on Netflix. Hooked. Like it is different cases each time, but they do all run into each other, and there's underlying stuff going on with the characters that follows like the timeline. Love it. So then I had to get on Paramount, has the last 2 seasons. So I'm on season 4. That has been my comfort show for a minute. I'm gonna have to find another one.
Oh, you know what? It was another show on Apple TV that I watched too. I cannot think of the name. Y'all might know it. It's based on a true story. Basically, this guy he was in prison for
Blackbird.
Yes. Oh my God. That
good.
was so good.
Maybe Jesus I shouldn't have interrupted you so you could explain it. But
yeah, it was so good. So basically this guy got arrested. I want to say for just like, I don't know if it was drug trafficking. I think it was drug trafficking.
Doing drugs,
yeah. And basically they sentenced him. He had a long sentence. In order to shorten his sentence, he had to basically go to this other prison to get this confession out of this serial rapist and murderer
to make sure and to befriend him to see if he's actually crazy or if he's faking to get off.
Right, because I think at first they was trying to say he was like lying about committing the murderers, like admitting to the murder. So he basically got the confession out of the guy, he got his sentence off, and you know, he was free, which I didn't know it was a true story. And they look just like the real. I love watching a movie or a show where they look just like the real characters.
Yeah.
So
that was a good one
too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all I'm watching.
I finished The Shy. Did we talk about The Shy while I was here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Every time I'm around you with other people, y'all talking about The Shy. You got everybody watching the damn Shy.
Finish The Shy. The Shy was so good. Y'all, I don't even cry over a show, but I shed a little tear.
And this your second time watching it?
I
thought you had like restarted it or something. Okay.
Yeah, but I only seen the season finale once. I rewatched like the other seasons, like you know, binge watching the other seasons. But the season finale that just came on, that just came out. So that was so good. Everybody know, dude died finally died, y'all. So I'm excited to see what next season gonna be about. Cause I'm like, who gonna be the bad guy? Who gonna be the villain? So, but yeah.
Okay, I got one more.
Okay,
I saw Long Legs. You know that scary one? Yeah. Okay. It's like Nicolas Cage, and he's like dressed up real crazy. Well, it was supposed to be scary. I didn't think it was scary.
Okay.
It wasn't even that good if you ask me.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, scariest movie of the year. I was seated. I was excited. Girl, you know I like scary shit. It wasn't that scary. I actually I went with somebody, because usually, you know, I'll go and watch by myself. But I was like, this shit gonna be too scary for me. Bro, I was like, give
my money back.
Right, like, whatever. Damn. But, okay, well, music.
Okay.
All right, so y'all know we do the MySpace segment. But real quick, how do you feel about the state of music right now?
You know what? I have not been a music person lately. Like, I do not listen. I haven't been listening to, like, no new songs.
And that was me.
I just haven't been in a space.
Like just a week or two ago, that was me. I was constantly listening to podcasts when I got in the car, whether it was like podcasts like ours, or like, you know, I like
crime
fiction stuff.
I love a good Snap podcast. That's what I've been listening to.
But I am back on my music shit, and I've just been discovering hella new fucking music. I'm just like, you know what? They say the music right now is just gone downhill, and it's not how it used to be. But it's still a lot of great music out there. It's people I never heard of. I love some underground shit. And I'm just like, you know what? Everybody paying attention to the same shit. Like, okay, Glorilla and all this stuff, which great. But there's still a lot like going on. Even when they say like R&B is dead because the guys, and that's why Usher had to have a tribute with the girls because the girls is doing it and the guys aren't. There's still plenty of guys doing it too. They just underground. Yeah. They just don't got a big platform.
Oh yeah. You know, that's all I really listen to is underground artists. So I've been peeped that.
How do you feel about this new wave of like sexy drill music that the kids are doing? Because I love it.
What is it?
Sexy drill?
Like,
it's kind of
give
like
me an example of an artist.
You know, like Cash Cobain. You know Fisher. Like, I am mad at you, but I had to do what I had to do. Okay. That's also why I like Ice Spice, even though I only like 2 songs off her new album.
Listen to her. Is she drill music too?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like drill. It's like the beat makes it drill, but like the music with it is still kind of like vibey. Like, I don't know.
Listening to rap like that either though, so it's like hard for me to kind of gauge.
Well, I have 2 songs for y'all this week, and one of them is Cash Cobain and J. Cole. They have a song called Grippy. And I'm not super into J. Cole. Like, I know he's talented. He's super great. Like, that's also how I feel about Brent Faiyaz. Super great. I just am not like the core audience, you know. I just never like caught on to it, and I'm like that with J. Cole. Of course, I like his classics. Like, we all know the songs we love of J. Cole's. But every time he gets into like his little sexy bag, like what was it like? Can I hit it in the morning? Like on that type of vibe where he like being nasty. I'll be here for it. Like I don't know, but Grippy, that's my shit. It be making me wonder like, when it comes to certain parts of him, which side he took after, his white side or his black side? Like, is it pink or is it brown? Because I want to know after hearing Grippy. That nigga was talking his shit. I was like,
okay, Jane.
And the other one,
Charmaine, I see you.
Girl, he was talking his shit. That's such a great song. And they say, like, on Cash Cobain's part, he, like, says a bunch of different names and, like, little blurbs about him. He says TNT. I was like, ooh, Tay. And then he says Lexi on one of them, but he like groups me in with 2 other bitches, which I didn't like that. I'm like, give me my own.
I stand alone.
But the other song is my girl JT dropped her album, and I love it. Y'all know I'm a big JT fan. I love any like black alt girlies, and she's doing her thing. And this song called O on there featuring DJ Khaled. It's my favorite. So I'm going to do that. Grippy and O.
Okay, well, I don't have any new current songs. I have an old song that came across my playlist the other day.
It better be a nigga. It better be a black person.
Oh, he is black.
This episode is for the niggas.
This is for the niggas. Strictly for the niggas. This is for the niggas. The real niggas. Okay, it's called He Won't Hurt You. It's a classic. Y'all little kids probably don't know nothing about that. So go ahead and download it and, you know, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your daddy.
He won't hurt you.
And your mama.
He won't hurt you.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. I only got one.
So
Should I come with another one?
No, it's okay. You said you ain't been listening to music.
You know what?
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce this.
Let me see.
What's the word?
Chow.
Chow.
Yeah.
That's not how you spell chow. But the Quee mixes be hitting.
Well, that's how you say it in that language.
Okay.
Like chow.
The Quee mixes be hitting. Y'all know I'm a fan. And I stand. Except when I ran off on that nigga.
Oh my God. This bitch is so... This bitch runs into Jacquees. He buys her shoes. Didn't he buy your friend's shoes too? He brought both of y'all a pair of shoes in the store. Invited them back to the tour bus. And when this nigga turned around, they ran.
You got the fuck on. Because why you asking me to go on your tour bus?
They got them like, you want me to snort what?
Exactly. And that's how y'all, I'm not blaming the bitches, but y'all just don't need to be as naive because niggas really be trying to get bitches on their tour bus to like do drugs and fuck.
What if I wanted to do drugs and fuck?
Okay, but if you want to, that's different. Rather than you like not wanting to and you like, oh, I
Sounds
didn't know.
Like a vibe to
like,
me.
You know,
okay.
It's the bitches that be acting like they didn't know, you know, and it's like you can't put yourself in those situations because it could have easily went left.
What type of shoes you got?
It was some Jordan ones.
What color?
It was the classics, the red and white ones.
Oh, okay. All right. Good pair.
It was a great pair. I have been looking for them too. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, them my 2 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right, shout out to Quee. All right,
guys. So go ahead. You want to exit?
I don't know. Shit.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So thanks for coming back another week.
Another episode. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all follow us, subscribe, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes. Y'all already know the Twitter, the Instagram, Women's Intuition, IN2ITION. Follow our personals and see y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.